The energy drink taste test. Should we have attempted this?
Seems like everyone these days is hooked on energy drinks. You see them all over the stores with bright colors and names like Monster, Bang, Red Bull, Rockstar. Well, today we're gonna sample a range of energy drinks and see what's good, what's bad, and give you our honest and brutal opinions. Let's get shit done. This is taste test number 1, the Monster Ultra Watermelon. Or what are we doing? Are we ranking these on a scale of 1 to 10 or what?
Yep. It's not bad. It's like watermelon candy.
It's way more bland than I thought it would be. Like, not a very strong taste. Kind of sour.
Let me taste it again.
Only Monster I really ever had is the white Monster.
Yeah.
And that's got more of a flavor punch, I guess.
Yeah. It's definitely packed with like a watermelon flavor, but I don't know if I could drink like this whole can of it. That's kind of a lot, but I think it's not bad.
I had higher hopes for this one.
Did you?
Yeah, I'm gonna say on a scale of 1 to 10, this is like a 5.5.
Yeah, I'll say like a 6. I'm just not the biggest watermelon fan, but do want to say it does have like 0 sugar, so that is a good plus. Only 10 calories, so not too bad. It does have some, let me see. It does have some essential B vitamins, so probably not much to replace your B vitamins, so don't do that. And then looks like it does have 150 milligrams of caffeine, so not too crazy, and should give you that good boost of caffeine.
That's the range I like, 150 milligrams, or anywhere between 100 and 200 is what I like things at. I know the Bang is gonna be at the higher end of that, 300 milligrams of caffeine for the Bang. And so yeah, I like the 100 to 200, 150 is nice. So, well, first of all, I think the can looks really cool. So,
oh, well, we're adding that to a
you're
pro.
gonna look cool
We're
drinking it. Con, I mean, it depends on when you're drinking it in the morning. Like if you're drinking it in the morning, like preferably, I don't want anything carbonated. But if you're, more in the afternoon, I do like carbonated drinks. So I would say maybe a con if we're talking about morning beverages, then maybe the carbonation is a con, which will be for all of them, except for, no bias. And I'd say not as, I don't know, the flavor could have just been more like of a natural watermelon flavor for me, I think.
Yeah, I did expect it to taste worse than this, but it's pretty good. But I don't know, it does not have L-theanine, so if I drink this whole can, I might kind of be like,
yeah, for sure.
A little jittery. And then I think it also, yeah, it's definitely red. So they do add like red dye in there. So
That's
got some
another con,
artificial
then.
color, and red dye is not very good for you. So try to avoid the artificial coloring when having these energy drinks. All right, but let's see something here. Oh.
That's why it's got the coloring in it. Look how cool that looks.
It's cool, but it's not good for you. So yeah, you can see which doesn't make any sense because it's in this can. So why do we need to add the coloring? Because you're not gonna see it anyway unless you do this like we did. But yeah, red coloring, you don't want to have that.
Another kind I would say is like it does have the B vitamins, but when you're trying to get B12 specifically, you want the one that starts with methyl. It's methylcobalamin and something like that. And this one is the one that starts with a C, so it's like cyanocobalamin.
Okay.
I'm the worst with English, but yeah, you want the one that starts with an M, not the C, because that's like real B12, and that's like a synthetic form of B12 that doesn't really, your body doesn't really even digest it. So it's just label dressing. Just looks good on the label, but doesn't actually, do anything for you. Cool.
Yeah. All right, move on to Bang.
Let's move on to the Bang. Bang, as you open that up, very similar, 0 calories. Actually, no, Monster has 10 calories, so, but this one's 0 calories, 0 sugar, 0 carbs, 300 milligrams of caffeine in the can. So it's basically like caffeine-wise, drinking 2 Monsters, although it's the same size can.
Yeah, they actually put it on here that it is more than 2 cups of coffee, which are probably like 3 or 4 cups of coffee in a Bang.
Yeah, people always compare things to a cup of coffee, but coffee is like varies so much. Like you can get a cup of coffee that's 50 milligrams of caffeine. You can get a cup of coffee that's 250 milligrams of caffeine.
Yeah, it really is based on how they make it. But,
yeah.
Okay, this is the Bang Rainbow Unicorn.
Is there coloring in this one too?
Let's see. No coloring.
Crystal clear.
Wow.
Let's see.
Check that out. There
Oh, and I will give another pro. They have the right form of B12.
Oh.
Which
okay.
that's really interesting because you very rarely will see that.
Yeah. So let's try it. Yeah.
What's the flavor supposed to be?
Rainbow Unicorn? I can't really tell what it tastes like. Maybe like cotton candy or something?
I don't know what my taste buds...
Maybe like Skittles, maybe?
My taste buds might be messed up today. I don't know. I don't really taste anything.
Yeah, it's
like,
not much.
I think it's because it's so carbonated.
It is like
Is it supposed to be like a Skittles kind of thing?
Maybe that's a rainbow.
I would give the...
I don't know. The pink and blue is making, and the unicorn is making me feel like it should be like a cotton candy, but I'm not really. I don't know. Maybe it's just too faint with the.
And it's the carbonation just overpowers everything. I'm gonna give it a the flavor 3.8.
I'll give the flavor like a 4. Like it still doesn't taste nasty. I could still like drink it and get it down, but I don't think I'm gonna go pick one of these up at the store.
Yeah.
I did see though it does have some essential aminos in it, and it does have CoQ10 and creatine, which we don't really need creatine unless we're working out. And
well, Bang originally I think
muscles,
is supposed to be kind of like a canned pre-workout.
Okay.
But with a lot of like canned drinks, everything you see in here except for caffeine is just to put on the label. Even though the B12 is good, it's literally the last ingredient on here, so it's like it's such a tiny amount. Actually, it says 1.5 micrograms.
Oh wow, that's a very small amount.
That's a really, really small amount for
That's
B12.
the definition of label dressing right there.
Based on your caffeine tolerance, if you have a high caffeine tolerance, and that might be what you want to drink. If you have a low caffeine tolerance, you'll definitely want to avoid a Bang. But the taste.
Yeah, if you have low, you're gonna be like.
And I know Bang
You
is.
should probably go work out if you drink this. You should probably go for a run or
Pick
something.
something up. Let's move on to the next one.
Move on to the next.
Another Monster flavor
Yes.
that I've never tried.
Oh, it's got color. What's
like
up, Monster?
It's probably got yellow 6 in it. Yep, yellow 6 and yellow 5.
Interesting color. What flavor is this one?
This is Ultra Peachy Keen. All right, cheers.
I like that. I love peach though. Peach is one of my favorite flavors.
I'm not a big fan of peach, but I think they did a good job with like nailing that peach flavor for sure.
Yeah, but yeah, got the artificial colors. No L-theanine. Let's see, they do have 0. This is another 0 sugar one, so that's good.
So yeah, I mean, similar to the other Monsters, the same thing, just different flavor. 10 calories, 0 sugar, 0 carbs, or actually 3 grams of carbs from erythritol. Wrong form of B12, carbonated, but definitely better flavor than the watermelon.
Yeah, this one is good. Kind of is like a peach tea almost, like some kind of little hints in there. They kind of remind me of like the peace tea with this like design. They had the peace signs and stuff going on. So, and then what about this carnitine and taurine?
Yeah, that's just gonna be sprinkled in there as well, especially with taurine, because taurine, like a lot of pre-workouts will have taurine, and it'll be 1 gram, 2 grams. So if that was actually in there at a good level, you would feel it in your mouth. It'd be grittier. So yeah, it's sprinkled in there so they can put it at the top of the can. But what do you rank it flavor-wise?
I think that one is like a 7 for me. I like the peach. It's good. I could probably drink this if I had it over for like 2 hours or 2 or 3 hours, just like sip it. More of like a sip as we go type of thing. What about you?
I'm gonna give it a 6.3.
Always with the decimals. Okay.
I thought about that one a lot, so that's a good score.
All right, moving on. We did get the sugar-free Red Bull, so at least it's 0 sugar. But it does have that red. This looks like a beer.
This is also.
This does have like a Red Bull color, and it's foamy.
And I'd say it's very similar to beer in that, like Red Bull, it's an acquired taste, just like beer. And the foam looks like beer too.
Yeah, this looks like a beer. Like we just set up a beer.
So obviously smaller can. I believe 80 milligrams of caffeine. Am I wrong?
80 milligrams.
80 milligrams of caffeine.
I like the smaller can. It's only 8 ounces, so 8.4.
See, I like bigger cans. I like to sip on it for a while. This one I was down quick. But this, you could drink 2 of these and it'd be 1 Monster, caffeine-wise.
Or you could drink like 4 and it'd be a bang.
All 0 sugar, but this one has aspartame in it, which is probably the sweetener you want to avoid the most. It's what's in Diet Coke and all the diet sodas. So, yeah.
Let's taste it.
Let's go. Taste Red Bull. Just as I remember.
Just has that
really
Red
no
Bull
taste. Like no actual flavor. It's just like Red Bull flavor.
Yeah.
And this is energy
drink
flavor.
They have their own unique flavor. And that's why they crowned vodka Red Bull. Because it's just that Red Bull flavor. Yeah, I don't really like that. I'll give this like a 2.
A 2?
Flavor wise, I just don't really like the flavor. And thinking about it, I don't know. That's just not something I'm gonna go and grab unless I'm like, I don't know, dying.
I haven't had Red Bull in a while, but I remember it tasting better. So I think the sugar-free is like a lot less tasty than the regular. Where like Monsters, I feel like didn't lose a beat with sugar-free. They're just as good as like the regular sugar Monsters, or the regular Monsters. But the sugar-free Red Bull is definitely different. This is like, I'm gonna say a 1.2. It's just not good. It's just not desirable at all.
Yeah, but it is nice that it only has 80 milligrams of caffeine. So you can have this, probably not experience like jitters or anything, since it's not that much. This is probably the closest one that's most comparable to like a cup of coffee. Just probably not as good as you like your coffee.
So there's this other like energy type drink that I want to try. Yeah. I've never heard of it, but apparently it's called EarlyBird Morning Cocktail. It's different than the others. It's a scoop in a cocktail shaker cup, and it's supposed to be blood orange mimosa flavored.
Okay. Let's give it a try.
Let's see. Never had this before. Wow. That's delicious. So the main difference is, for one, this is non-carbonated. So if you prefer non-carbonated versus carbonated, this will be for you. This is specifically for the morning. So this is to make before bed, leave on your nightstand. You can start drinking this as soon as the alarm goes off. It makes it easy to resist the snooze. So in comparison, like if you're drinking a morning cocktail, you're drinking in the morning. Personally for me, I like non-carbonated in the morning, and then afternoon, if I want some energy, I'll drink something maybe carbonated. Also, to compare to the other ones, this would be 150 milligrams of caffeine per scoop.
And this one actually has natural caffeine, where all of these will have caffeine anhydrous, which is like a synthetic caffeine. Like we said before, none of these had L-theanine in them, which will help fight the jitters and the crash that you might feel after having these. So L-theanine will help to make it a smoother energy, and then you just won't have like a jitters or a crash. So that's a big plus on this. And how cute is this shaker? That's cute.
And I'd say the biggest difference is these are energy drinks, but this is more like a nootropic drink with ashwagandha, coffee berry, theobromine, which is the alkaloid found in chocolate that gives you that, that kind of that feel good feeling. So that's, it's a totally different product, but it does have the energy side of it.
Yeah.
And the electrolyte side of it. So that might be the most important thing. When you wake up first thing in the morning, you need electrolytes. You're super dehydrated. And this has calcium, potassium, and
sodium.
Calcium, potassium, sodium to supercharge your hydration. Where other energy drinks, for the most part, will be omitting that.
Yeah, so. And then there's no random fillers like the rest of these have all the random vitamins and creatine and CoQ10. This one actually has ingredients you need, and it gives you the amount of ingredients that you need that are actually going to be beneficial for your body.
No calories, no sugar, no carbs, no artificial coloring. So
that one, this has got to be our winner. This has got to be the best.
No bias. All right, on a scale of 1 to 10, blood orange mimosa, EarlyBird morning cocktail. I'm gonna give it a 8.5 because we at Club EarlyBird also do limited edition flavor drops every 6 weeks for our current customer base. And we have done other flavors that, while this one is really good and I like it, we have done other flavors that I'm like, that's damn near a little bit better.
Yeah.
So if I give it a 10, then you can't give key lime pie martini any higher.
I gave it a 10 because of the pressure. No, yeah, but blood orange is really good. I mean, my realistic one would probably be the same score as you, just because the limited edition flavors are very good, super exciting, and I look forward to
list some of them for the people.
Well, we've got pink guava colada, key lime pie martini. We have had blue raz chiller. I mean,
caramel apple martini.
Yeah. Strawberry daiquiri.
Strawberry daiquiri.
They're all delicious.
Cherry lime mojito.
Yeah.
So we've had a lot, and
new flavors coming soon.
And a lot of new flavors coming soon. So if you want to be a part of that, you got to get the blood orange mimosa first.
Yes.
Cool. I think that's a wrap. If we're ranking them, it seems like we're going Red Bull last. Mm-hmm. We're going
this one.
No, that Monster, Bang, Monster Peach, and EarlyBird morning cocktail.
If you'd like to learn more about the EarlyBird morning cocktail, you can hit the link below. Right now, you can get a 45 serving tub, get a free EarlyBird cocktail shaker cup, our free ebook, The EarlyBird Morning Routine, and we'll get it delivered to you within 3 days. Click the link below to learn why over 50,000 go-getters have made the switch to Club EarlyBird.
When you wake up in the morning, you're super dehydrated. You lose over a pound of water overnight. This makes it super hard to wake up in the morning.
We've always wanted that ability to easily wake up early and get shit done.
The EarlyBird morning cocktail is your secret to waking up early and being ultra productive, setting you up for a kick-ass day.